fat, even though it's healthy fat, but the quantity you take can also add up to your fat in the body very fast. So moderation becomes the key. When to eat. For proper digestion, it is better for the body to function well. It is important to avoid night food. I talked about that. You eat your food early. My dad, because he's very disciplined, I think that was what helped him when he came down with stroke. It's been 14 years now, and to the glory of God, sometimes he calls me on the phone. They brought this, so should I eat? Once you tell him not to eat, he won't eat. The next thing he'll ask you, what was I will lecture him and he say, okay. But like some people, everything goes, you just eat it. So when to eat, it's important you eat, and you give him his food 5:36 in the evening. And sometimes, what was this evening meal? Because he has taken heavy food, maybe because of lunch. Even evening meal for him, sometimes you just make okra soup and fish, this hairy fish for him. He takes it like that. Sometimes if he wants to take it with swallow, maybe just small swallow, and the healthy swallow, I'll get to healthy swallow because of this lecture. And he takes it early in the evening. And then, it's good. In the morning, if you're hungry, you start eating again. Better to take your carb. I'm talking about when to eat. Better to take your carb foods during the day. I've mentioned that. How to eat? Eat balanced diets. Little portion of food. You can put your rice, your small beans, your vegetables. Then with your fish. Balanced diet is already a plate, a small plate, but some small portion. You must not starve. That you want to order, you must not starve, but learn how to balance your diet. Another one, eat in smaller portions. You can eat more than 3 times a day. Nigerians, when I teach, I say Nigerians are used to eating what we call 3 square meals. 3 square meals for them is 3 square meals. When you divide our 3 square meals, like 10 meals through the day, it's really square meal. But you can eat small portions of food, maybe up to 5 times in a day. But these are small portions. Why do you do that? You see, the body mechanism in terms of digestion is very slow. It's not as fast as we consume them. I liken it to this engine for grinding corn. If you start your engine and you pour all the corn into it at the same time, what happens? The engine will go.
Yes.
Until you reduce the corn and put it gradually before you can achieve what. That's how the body mechanism in terms of digestion is. So if you take it small, it helps it to digest it. But you are eating enough food through the day. Another thing that can help is snacking, in healthy snacks in between meals. You have a cashew nut. Walnut is coming out now. So people look at it and eye it. Walnut, if you take 2, it's okay. Garlic egg, you have garlic eggs. Sometimes you take your garlic egg, you snack in between healthy snacks to make up for the large portion of food you would have eaten, just to save the body some stress. Note that some food are healthy but may not be suitable for a particular person for different reasons, such as family history, medications, etc. Also, you may have observed that there are certain foods the body tolerated while you were young, but now the body reacts to same food. This can be as a result of declining the physiological functions of the organs of the body due to aging process, drug interaction. In this case, one can search for healthy alternatives to avoid loss of essential nutrients. Now I move quickly to healthy food choices to consider. Rice for the elderly. You have ofada rice, you have native rice, you have basmati rice, you have brown rice. The carbohydrates in this group of rice, they are not as much as our polished or what we call a refined rice. You see, rice is one dangerous thing, but yet it's a mainstay in this battle. We eat rice, have a son, just cook rice morning, afternoon, evening. It's good. He won't ask you for another food. He will even ask you later in the night, the rice still remains. So rice is even a child, but some adults are also like that. They don't play with rice. So it's important we choose the type of rice we eat. Otherwise, if you are eating the refined rice, you must make sure you take it in very, when I was eating it, I take it in very small quantity. And it please my opinion, sometimes I eat it with momoy and then lots of what? Vegetables. I'll come to vegetables. We have different types of vegetables so that if you vary it, it will not bore you. You will eat a lot of vegetables at different times, making it in different ways to be able, for your body to be able to accept it. The next is beans. Anyone that the body tolerates. Some persons take the white beans, some take the brown. If I take the white beans, it gives me heartburn. So I settle for the brown beans. I think because the acid level in the white beans is higher than that of the brown, so it gives some persons heartburn. I settle for the brown, but whichever your body tolerates is better for you. You have different types of beans in the market. I must say that another way somebody told me and I started doing it, and I think it's true because my beans woman seller in the market told me, listen, if you come market and see the chemical where they preserve these beans. So what they taught me is when I parboil the beans, initially when I heard it, I said, the nutrients will go now. No, it won't go. I didn't know. So when you parboil the beans, just parboil it a little. Pour it into your sieve, wash it again, put clean water on the fire, and start boiling your beans. It will now remove most of those chemicals they use in preserving. So beans is healthy. It has fiber, it has antioxidants, it's an immune booster. It repairs the body. It's under the class of protein and other classes of food. Another one is vegetables. And note that beans also have little carbohydrates. Some of us don't know that. Yes, it does. Vegetables. Now I come to vegetables. Some people say, vegetables upset me. I say, you are telling lies with all due respect. Let me tell you why. You have different types of vegetables. Where this does not suit your system, this will suit. For example, we have pumpkin. We have the green vegetable. We have the shoko. We have the wing. We have scent leaf. We have bitter leaf. We have water leaf. To mention and other classes of vegetables. You have the cabbage. You have different types of, you have spinach. So many types, so many. I'm talking about the ones that are common in our environment. So many. So if you try this one and it's affecting you, go to this one. But at least be taking forms of what? Vegetables. They are also soldiers. They can build soldiers in the body. They have the sources of vitamins also in the body. Another one is fruits. When we come to fruits, I've mentioned some berries, cherries, pear, pineapple, but in fruits, we also have to be careful. We have to also consider our family history. 3 fruits. If you are diabetic or you have a history of diabetes in your family, you have to consider these 3 fruits. There are some others. Pineapple. Pineapple. The way you take it, it goes the sugar into the bloodstream. Banana. 1 finger of banana alone, the sugar, it goes very high. These fruits. Mangoes are also good. These are good. They are fruits, so very healthy. But if you have history. Now, we do not say don't take unless you have moved yourself to a point of total restrictions. Otherwise, you can just take a piece of it. We have history of that. I take pineapple but occasionally, and I'll just take just little, and that's okay. That's okay. Because I'm also used to very healthy foods that are not sugary, that are also healthy for the body. We have fruits and vegetable salad. I enjoy that very well. Sometimes in the morning, I just go in warm water and take. I make some fruit salad, put my avocado pear in it. I eat. I'm good for breakfast because it's not good. So one meal you must not miss is breakfast. Some people say I'm dieting. I don't like eating in the morning. Then you will not carry empty stomach. That's why they call it breakfast. You are fasted. If you look at the period between morning and afternoon, it's shorter. Afternoon and evening, shorter. But from that evening to the following morning, and that's why it's called breakfast. You must break the fast. Otherwise, it becomes a problem. That notwithstanding, if you are fasting, is a different thing. You don't fast every day. But if you are not fasting, you must take a breakfast. Like when I take those vegetables, sometimes occasionally I just boil an egg and cook. You're taking some, your tummy will be full. These vegetables are filling. If I cook my cabbage here, fill with egg, mix with cucumber, put here, they are filling. Then again, I will now wait till maybe later in the day, 12 before we take lunch. Of course, for me, I take heavy lunch because I know that my dinner is going to be light again. These are the skills of arranging your food. Meal plan will be for another topic. If I want to go into meal plan, it's going to take much time. Then you have nuts. I've talked about nuts. Soups. Different types of soup, but most healthy for us. Different types of vegetable soup. You have the black soup. You have the white soup. And okra soup, super. That slimy nature of okra. My cousin was telling me that you know that this okra, I was telling him what I eat. I can chew tomato. He said, you know that this okra in the US here, we eat it, you just go, because it's under vegetable, we buy it and eat. I said, as a nutritional baba I have not eaten okra like that before. But my okra soup, how I prepare it, when everything is done in the soup, you put the okra, and as soon as you introduce the okra and the vegetable, you bring it down. Because if you cook it too much, you have destroyed the value of the okra. It's lost already. As well as your vegetable soup, you should be able to bring down your vegetable pot from the fire. Everything in the pot will still be green.
Green, yes.
So that why that's vegetable soup. Green. That is why, unfortunately, they are expensive to make, but that's why vegetable soup is not something we cook and put in the freezer. You'll be warming and warming like a goosey and a body that you can do. But vegetable soup, as soon as you cook, you bring it down, you will finish, you lick it with your... It's also a meal on its own. Some evening, I prepare just vegetable soup and fish. I just take it like that. Nothing, no swallow, nothing. And you see yourself feeling very, very good, light. And you go to bed and sleep well, very well. Very important. If elderlies can know how to make some meals with different types of it, particularly at bedtime, not bedtime now, in the evening. It's very, because they are like medicine, they are like herbs. They go to start repairing the body rather than food that will destroy the body. Okay, we go quickly to swallow. Some people, when you see they eat apple by this time, they say, which one are we going to eat? You don't eat this, you don't eat it. Now, it depends on family history too and body type. If you come to my kitchen, I have different buckets. What are those buckets? My swallow. One is plantain flour. The other one, I have plantain flour mixed with millet. Millet, but you must know the proportion. Your plantain flour will be more than, you just mix with a little millet. That's another. And another one, I have this cooker oats. I buy it, they bring it out from the bag, you blend it, I put it in my bucket. You turn it the way you are turning amala.
Yes.
You use it to eat your vegetable.
Use it for breakfast.
Yes, yes.
No, you can drink it. I talked about cooker oats when I talked about cereals. Yes. I'm talking about swallow now.
You try as swallow.
Yes.
You don't mean it.
Yes, now I swallow. I have a bucket of it. Why do I have this bucket? So that you have, I swear virtually every day, you have variety. It's not that you don't be eating only amala, only this every day. Variety. I have this, I have this, I have this. That saves me the stress of eating akpu.
So it means that you don't have gari in pockets.
I don't eat it, but I have gari because I have a little girl in the house. I don't eat gari. It's over 15 years. I've not put gari in. I'm not telling you how to eat it. I'm talking about understanding your body and your family history. That's what I'm trying to say. The earlier you start preventing certain things, you will not get to that stage of total restriction. Now at my stage, I can still eat gari once in a while, but because I started enjoying these ones I'm eating, so why look for gari or pounded yam? For me, pounded yam is very good. When I take pounded yam, the whole day I will just be asleep. Yet some people take pounded yam, yet some people cannot do without pounded yam.
Congrats, you didn't marry.
I will make for you, but I will also start educating you gradually. You know, it's difficult to change men. I'm very sorry. It's very difficult to change men in terms of diets. My colleague's father took pill, though he has been diabetic. So they say, Papa, you will eat this one small. He doesn't eat it in small quantities. So one time he fell sick. They took him to the hospital. They did series of tests. Dr. Man said, Papa, listen to me. All those things we ask you to be eating in small quantities, at this stage now, you will not eat it at all. Papa, you hear me saying, they came out from the place he called the son. He said, you hear what the doctor told you? And the son said, Papa, I should be asking you if you heard what you said. Me hear. That's why I'm asking you whether you hear. The son said, I hear. He said, okay, what I'm telling you now, call your mama. Tell her to prepare pounded yam. They say you should not be eating. They say, as we go, so me and you. The man is a funny man, I think. He said, we go price coffee. Because I go the eater. If I won't die, make her. Papa got home. Mama had already prepared, but he didn't want wahala. But they say he got small. He said, what is this? It's all baby food. He already started it. 3 months after that hospital visit, the man died fast. And in my study, in my PhD, I did dietary patterns of undergraduates into adulthood. The argument there is you do not learn how to use your left hand at all.
It's true.
The mothers they used to panic. Yeah. And it is something that is not saying don't eat on it, and it's very difficult. That alone can kill the man. That's why I have here restriction. Don't get to the point of restriction. Another one, after this swallow, there are so many, but because of want of time, I'm abridging. Unripe plantain. Unripe plantain, you see, I eat it virtually every day. Unripe plantain. These are very, I don't go there. These are very,
boil it
very.
with the skin.
Yes, it's with the skin. You
Boil
wash
with the
it.
skin.
You wash it. You just wash the skin down. You wash with the skin. Yes. Very, very. And then even with that skin, when you are eating the plantain, you be
Very tasty.
this thing of plantain.
You feel it.
Yes, you feel it and you enjoy your plantain. Plantain, unripe plantain can be made in different ways. You can make unripe plantain boiling. I don't do ripe plantain because of sugar. Family history. If you take ripe plantain, even one ripe plantain, if you fry, or you do, check your sugar. You can do the experiment. Just check your sugar level. You will see the spike in it. Now, occasionally, it may not be harmful to people,
Right.
but I'm going there that day. So it may not be harmful to people, but when it now becomes what we call a lifestyle, I cannot do without it. That's where the harm is. Healthy fatty fish, we have talked about it. Salmon, mackerel, herring. These are very, very healthy fatty food. You may not be eating fatty food, but with this fatty, good, healthy food like fish, avocados, walnuts, you're adding healthy fats to your body and you will still look fresh. You look good. Low fat milks, I think we talked about it, but in that class you have the 3 prime. You have Marvel milk, you have Dano. I saw Daddy in the market one yogurts eventually. You have the Dano slim milk, you have Olympia. These ones are healthy, particularly for the children. Yes, Dano slim. Yes, low fat. Skim milk is low fat. Yes. Healthy cereals like carrots. There are many very healthy cereals you can take. Then you take things that have enough fiber. I've talked about it. Moving on quickly. Having considered these healthy options, it is important to support them with these other healthy lifestyle components for better results. 1. Regular routine checks. In as much as you are doing all this we are talking about, doesn't stop you from going. That was what affected my dad. My dad took us on our way. He has never been hypertensive, neither has to our knowledge. My dad hardly tells you he has headache. The day he had a stroke, he came down the stroke. My dad worked hardest that day. I put food for him, I came to work. My sister called me on the phone. Daddy has not eaten since morning. I called him, he said, I will eat, don't worry. He always said, don't worry. I came back, I was quarreling with him. He said he was supervising the carpenter that came to do foul cage for me. I said, but when I came in, the carpenter told me he took a break to go and eat. Then you are in your house, food is ready. You did not eat. He worked hardest that day. He had the night prayer that day to conduct. He took the night prayer. He did not say I'm weak or I have headache, only for him to go to bed. And about a few minutes to 12, my mom woke us and said, your dad, what's happening? We did not, our mind did not go to stroke because this is somebody who he hardly fall sick. We brought anointing oil, we prayed, this thing happened at about to 12. We prayed, tried to stabilize him a bit. We all went to bed, we were still praying. In the morning, I didn't rush him as emergency. I came, I cleaned him up. I only discovered that he could not walk. Cleaned him up, and now carried to UPTH. When we got there, I presented the case. He asked said, Madam, when did this happen? I said, around 12 midnight. And you did not bring him here. He said, I'm afraid to tell you this, but you are going to lose this man. The doctor told me. I said, what do you mean? He said, for stroke, and the type he had hemorrhagic. It burst in the brain. So he said, you can imagine from 12 to that time, what would have been happening in the brain. He said, Madam, if you doubt me, you take this man for CT scan. We took him for CT scan. He said, Madam, see what's happening in your father's brain. How can this? You know, the doctor was just, I said, no, my dad will not die. I was just telling myself that. I said, God, I'm going to try. I started changing his diet from the hospital bed and doing one or two things. God was also in charge, I must say that. I think one thing that really helped him, he had a healthy lifestyle, proud to that time. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, cannot give him any food without vegetable. I think he was doing it ignorantly because
he loves
yes, and he was a farmer, and so all those things.
Check
other things to consider.
Time. So you remind that.
Okay, how many minutes do I have? Almost true. Okay. Regular mind exercises. This walking. Some of us are very sedentary. You want to go there, you enter car. You are going to buy tomato, you enter car. Just mind exercises. Sometimes in the morning, walking is very beneficial. And for the elderly, I always encourage or recommend walking, simple walking, even around your compound. Make it a routine, and you see you will achieve good results. Good rest and sleep, very important. Siesta, sometimes if you're not feeling sleepy, try to relax. Just lie down and relax. Meditation, and being in tune with God at all times. These are very important. This can help reduce stress, among others. Other tips to consider: stay hydrated, particularly during the day. Take warm water. I'll just rush it down because of time. Take warm water on empty stomach in the morning before food, and maybe at night. Avoid drinking very cold water. Choose room temperature instead. Eat when hungry, but small portions at a time because of the body mechanisms with respect to digestive system. Eat balanced diet as much as possible. Avoid intake of excessive sugar and salt. We talked about that. Avoid cholesterol, alcohol, carbonated drinks, sodas, energy drinks as much as possible. Take healthy supplements. Work with your doctor on this. Reduce or eliminate junk food as well as eating outside. I want to please talk on this briefly. You see, things are very expensive. No eatery we want to go and use to buy low cholesterol oil or very fresh tomato to come and buy how much rice or. As a matter of fact, these eateries in the evening by this time or later, they go to the market. All those tomatoes that are broken, that already has white, that's what they buy. It's cheaper for them. For the market women want to sell, they don't want to take it over to the next day. So these eateries, they capitalize on it. That's when they go buy their tomato. I want to argue, you find out that even me, I buy very beautiful tomato. But when I want to make, I don't blend in the market. I take it home, after washing with salt, the bag, I sit down, I use knife. You see those tomatoes that look fresh outside, if you open it sometimes,
fungi
inside, yes. And when you blend in the market, you blend
everything. That's true.
It's like vegetable soup. I cannot eat it outside. The reason is when I wash my vegetable to make vegetable soup, I know what I see. Now how many eateries will want to, or party will have, because they do large quantity, will take the pains. Last one I did, I was washing with sauce, and the girl was looking at me. I said, come and see one. And that was about the third or fourth time I was washing. When I was speaking, I didn't see the one. When I started washing, I didn't see the one. But around the third or fourth time, I saw one. Now, if I didn't wash over I will slice everything.
You use salt?
My girl stupid. Yes, I will salt. I don't use salt in cooking in my house, but I have salt because of washing fruits and vegetables. My girl said, Mommy, if you are eating it, it's protein. I said, no. She heard that from me because I always say, I said, that's wrong. Don't say that. So, vegetables, very important to eating out. I mean eating out. Mindful of what you eat. Reduce fries. I think that you mentioned the fries. Don't go there at all. Fries for the elderly, just whether you have history or you don't have history.
Plantain.
To fry plantain.
That's worse. Yeah, don't even eat that.
Boil your plantain.
I'm not it.
So even when you want to eat ripe plantain because maybe you are not diabetic, you don't have history, all you do is that boil the semi-ripe plantain with the back and eat it. That's ripe plantain. But don't fry. Just move, shift away from that fry. Right. Now beware of online presentations. This lecture I'm giving now, you have many lectures online, but many lectures, they are misleading. And it's landing many persons in the hospital. Yes. So my sister's daughter in medicine, they are in clinicals now. 3 people from one family. kidney. So they've lost 2 remaining 1.
Jesus.
Why? Concussion they saw on the internet, they mixed it, they wanted to, and the thing went and shut down the kidneys. Two just died this, but 1 they are still managing in the hospital. But they are recommending dialysis. Be mindful, be very careful about online presentation. If you must do, maybe you ask an expert, or try small if you must do by yourself. Just like avoiding self-medication. These are herbs, and then overdose. Some things are good, but the manner in which we take them and the quantity, like when Moringa came. Moringa, even till today, I must tell you, Moringa is still there. But the way Nigerians they chew, you see, everything. He started landing there on the British. Ordinary Moringa, as healthy as it is. Avoid being sedentary, I talked about that. Eat more plant-based than animal-based food, as in God's intention for our health in Genesis 1:29. His plan is that He put Adam and Eve in the garden of Eden, where you have plant-based food. Some notable challenges for seniors, we must not downplay this. Not having someone to prepare your food is a problem. Sometimes you have nothing, nobody will tell you where I captured something. Finding it difficult to eat alone. Some older people cannot eat alone. If your grandchildren are eating with you, you're happy. Your wife is there to eat, your husband is there to eat, you're okay. Not knowing the right food to eat. Knowing the right food, but you cannot afford it. That's where the cheap thing when I was talking. Economy workers, health education, that's the challenge we have. Some people tell you, say, I don't get money, I know what you do, but I don't have money. I was buying apples, the woman was putting her I said, you the chopper. I said, I'm not telling you that I'm not the chopper. I said, why don't you eat it? He said, you use 700 naira, eat 1 apple. Where be my game? He said, if I get that 7 naira, I'll buy apple, eat and go pay my body. If I eat 1 apple, what will it do for me? That was her argument. And I say, it's with her, of course. Yes, the economy is not helping at all. All these healthy things we are mentioning here, if you go to the market, they are very expensive. If I want to buy my bucket, I buy like almost 20,000. Big on 4 packs, 4 big packs. Very expensive. Another one, decreased appetite due to medications. Elderly suffering is or ill health. Is it only that we cook for you? Sometimes they are just